Now that we've talked about the overall process of photosynthesis, let's zoom in closer into the plant cell to get a better idea of what is going on in the process of photosynthesis. So if we zoom into the plant cell, into the organelles, we are going to find ourselves at the chloroplast. Inside our chloroplast, we have our grana, which are filled with our thylakoid discs, where our chlorophyll and pigments are inside the chloroplast. And then surrounding the thylakoids, of course, we have the stroma. Let's go ahead and talk about how photosynthesis happens in the two-part process of light and dark reactions. So the first part of photosynthesis, if we remember our photosynthesis equation, in the first part of photosynthesis, our light reactions are, right, we have our sun energy. So the pigments, the chlorophyll in the thylakoids, take in the sun's energy particles, and these are what are going to power the process of the light reactions. Water enters the chloroplast through the membrane, and its molecules of water are going to be used by the thylakoids combined with the energy particles from the sun. And what they're going to do is they're going to power up our two energy molecules inside the chloroplast. One of those is we're going to produce ATP. So in the light reactions, the thylakoids receive ADP, which is kind of like a powered down version of the molecule. Through the light reactions, combining the water with the sun's energy, the ADP gets powered up, it adds a phosphate group, and now we have ATP, which is a adenosine triphosphate, right? It's a molecule with 3 phosphate groups, which acts as an energy molecule, which turns on and turns off actions within the cell. The other molecule that's going to be powered up by this reaction is we're going to have NADP plus is going to enter into the thylakoids, and through the process of the light reactions, the NADP plus is going to be converted into NADPH. Now that we have the two energy molecules, they will move on to power the dark reactions. Now, the byproduct of this process of the light reactions of water coming in, being combined with light energy from the sun, producing ATP and NADPH, a byproduct of this process is O2, is oxygen. And so oxygen is produced and it is going to leave the chloroplast through the membrane to be used in other processes or to be sent out from the plant. Let's move on to the dark reactions. So in the dark reaction, which takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast, the ATP and the NADPH are going to move from the thylakoids out into the stroma, where they are going to power the process of the production of glucose, of carbohydrates. In this part, in the dark reactions, which we also call the light-independent reactions, carbon dioxide is going to enter the chloroplast through the membrane and is going to be here in the stroma. Powered by ATP and NADPH, glucose is produced. The glucose will be sent out from the chloroplast to the mitochondria to be used for cellular respiration. The carbon dioxide has been used up, and now our energy molecules have also changed through the process of the dark reactions or the light independent reactions, which we also call the Calvin cycle. The ATP molecule changes. It loses a phosphate group and it becomes the less energized version, ADP. It is sent back into the thylakoids to go through the light reactions again. NADPH loses its H, and now this molecule is going to go back into the thylakoids to begin the light reactions again. As you can see, this is a cycle, because what's going to happen when ATP, ADP, and NADPH enter in the thylakoids? Why the light reactions are going to happen again, where we're going to have water and energy particles from the sun energize these molecules back into ATP and NADPH, and producing oxygen, starting the cycle up all over again, moving over into the dark reactions where carbon dioxide, powered by our molecules, will produce glucose to be sent out for different purposes around the cell. These are our light and dark reactions. Altogether, these produce photosynthesis. If you remember our photosynthesis equation, let's break it down. So in our light reactions, we have water coming in. This is one of our reactants of photosynthesis. In the dark reactions is where the carbon dioxide comes in. So if you remember our photosynthesis, we have carbon dioxide and water combined with energy from the sun. Now we have our products. In the light reaction, we have oxygen as a product. And through our dark reaction or light independent reactions, we have produced glucose as a product. So here we are right back at our photosynthesis equation.